time here at Colegio Canadiense has been, really a story of different parts. I started at late July 2020, and you may have noticed that time in the world was very difficult. Difficult to move countries, difficult to experience new cultures. So I started, in the middle of a pandemic, and I was living in Canada at the time. So I started online, and where I was teaching online and also serving as the BC program's vice principal. So come October of 2020, I was finally able to come to Colombia, and we were still very much online at that time. We were only coming to school once a week on Wednesdays. It's funny, I talk about it in the past, but this is really only a year ago, right? So, which is really, really funny. It's been parts in Canada, parts in quarantine or toque de queda in Envigado, and then finally, for the last few months, it's been 5 days a week at school, and that's where I'm at my best. I really need to be at my place of work. I like to be outside, meeting in person. That's really, really important to me. So the BC Principal Day sort of ranges from day to day. I think a lot of it begins the day before and the weeks before, when you sort of have to plan out the days and the events and make sure staff and students are aware of the many wonderful different events and things that are happening around the campus. So there's always something cool happening at Colegio Canadiense for the students and the teachers, which is what I really like. So my day starts quite early, coming into work, making sure the classrooms are prepared, greeting the students, making sure they're doing okay, ready for a day of learning. The teachers as well, making sure everybody's on track, feeling good as well for our day at school. I also have many meetings with students, parents, with administration and other coordinators. I moved away from Ontario, from Canada, where I'm from, when I just graduated Teachers College. And I was a fresh, much younger physical education teacher looking for an opportunity. And I went to Wuhan, China. And you may have heard of Wuhan, China in the news recently. But it was a great experience. And I wanted something new, something I'd never think about in my life. So I went there for 2 years, and I fell in love with the country, the culture, and also just international education. I want to teach new students. I want to teach them about my culture. I want to learn about theirs. It's this incredible exchange between teacher and student, when we're from such different cultures. I spent a total of 7 years in China across 3 BC offshore schools. From there, we were able to travel a lot. So you get a lot of, on your national holidays, you can't exactly travel back to Canada for the holidays. So you explore the countries, you explore the different areas. So we get to travel a lot as international teachers, and that's why I always recommend it to local teachers as well. So I've had a lot of international experiences. I've got a lot more to go. I really hope to stay here. I hope to stay in international education for a long time, because eventually I'd like to live, on every continent in the world. I think that once again, sort of the entrepreneurial spirit of the school reflects Colombia's entrepreneurial spirit as well. I've always been so impressed in the last year and a half, is how the students and everybody has something else going on. I might be a teacher, but I have an Instagram business. Or I might be a student, but I'm growing this business as well, or this side hustle, you might call it in Canadian slang. So I really like the mindset. I've really adopted it in terms of having this mindset in the BC program. We offer international marketing in grade 11 and e-commerce in grade 12. So those are really important stepping stones if any future business student wants to go towards this. These are the stepping stones they have to take. And we've actually met recently about even the possibility of introducing a business type course in grade 10. So if we could offer that to all of our levels of students, sort of that business mindset, I think it would be fantastic. So I really think it's good. It's nice for a school to have a distinction, something that makes it different from others, whether it's an art school or in this case an entrepreneurial spirit. So I'm very much a proponent of that. And yeah, I think giving students as much choice as possible, but also, having a focus as a school is a great call. In Asia, it's been around in China for a long time, over 20 years. And Colegio Canadiense is, when in that time scale, where the BC program especially is a little bit newer. But I think we have a distinction and an advantage over a lot of other international schools in the area. Having the student be able to graduate with that Canadian diploma is an incredible opportunity. It opens so many doors internationally. And I am not talking about just Canada. I'm talking about Australia. I'm talking about all over Europe, the United States. The Canadian diploma helps students get in anywhere they want. But I also would be remiss if I didn't talk about the incredible experience and opportunities students have by just being here. I think the BC program was often regarded as getting students to university in another country or things like that. But I want to talk about how incredible some of the universities are locally. In Medellin, I've been to EA Fitz a few times as well and seen the campus, and it's beautiful. So the BC program here and Colegio Canadiense, they offer an international experience without having to leave Colombia. And I think that's an incredible distinction that a lot of schools don't offer. Colombian culture, if the Colombian people, they want something, they get it, okay? And if they don't agree, they ask why. These are things that are new to me coming over from a country like China, for example, is there's strength and there's resiliency, and we're really, the Colombian people are in a good place and they band together and they take care of each other. And I think when I travel, in terms of Western culture or back in Canada or in the States, the family bond that I see from the students and the parents here, from the culture of Colegio Canadiense, and of course Colombia itself, we take care of each other here. If you're not okay, we make sure that we band together. We make sure that we acknowledge when people aren't okay, and if they need help, we help them.